Speaking of an interesting player for the Atlanta Braves, let's stick with another right-hander, JR Ritchie. And Reese, Ritchie, I feel like, has been on the radar for forever and a day after being a competitive balance pick in 2022 as a prepster. Tell me about Ritchie, who is making his way back from Tommy John surgery.
He is making his way back from Tommy John surgery. And I think the stuff has come back a little bit. It's 92 to 94 at the fastball. So it's an above average pitch. He's a good athlete, like on the mound. So I think that command is the last thing that comes with Tommy John, right? So that's one of the things that he has the command already in spades. So I projected him as a 55 command guy. I think that there's a chance that he just gets back to what he was doing before. He doesn't walk a lot of guys. He hits the glove, the catch, and the target that the catcher sets up for him. He is very graceful on the mound. I think there's something to be said about the way in which the Braves go after these guys who are really good athletes on the mound because they are more amenable and more able to be tweaked with their lower half and upper half mechanics when you're able to move a little bit better on the mound and you're not like some stiff out there basically. So he is someone who the athleticism was always a big thing. He has a good changeup. Just nothing is like wows you. Like that's the thing. It's a bunch of okay, above average, but there is no true like plus offering with him is the only thing that I think is going to keep him from maybe being like a dominant back end closer, but maybe he's a really good seventh or eighth inning guy who with a chance to be a good 4 or 5 starter. Just he does need to have that stuff take another jump if that makes sense.
It makes a lot of sense. I still, in my brain, kind of see Richie as your four, or I guess five, even is a fine thing to say because again, we've said it nearly every show. He could make the major leagues and pitch as a five starter for the Atlanta Braves. That's more than so many players have done. People, Jones for that. They dream of that. And Richie, like you said, if it's just average, that could still be a five starter. Or, if we want to say maybe the stuff does take a jump to pre Tommy John levels, he could again be that, seventh inning, eighth inning guy. That's pretty solid. I think that the slider is a very interesting pitch. And if you're average everywhere, kind of a jack of all trades, master of none, still a very valuable piece, especially with a prospect like J.R. Ritchie that has so much pedigree and nothing really stands out as being bad. There's no sore thumb on the hand, right?
Yeah, there's nothing that's going to be a problem. The command's good. The stuff is good. I think that with the thing with the Braves that they need to figure out is how do they get him to unlock more swings and misses? Is that a different deployment of the fastball? Do they change the fastball shape a little bit? Because I do think that he could be amenable to that. It's got good shape and solid velocity. I think that he needs to, attack up in the zone a little bit more instead of allowing it to like instead of trying to have the arm side run, like come in and induce weak contact, I do think that he needs to sell off some of that weak contact for swings and misses.